Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in. So, I guess I just want to open my readings with, if you were drawn here, then there's a message here for you. The readings do tend to change. So, have a little bit of patience. If the reading starts off to something that you're absolutely not resonating with, just know that the readings tend to change as more cards come out. So what I've been trying to do is actually get all the cards out first so that I'm not jumping the gun on what I'm feeling from that certain card when I don't have all the surrounding cards. So I'm trying to get the messages that need to come out to you. So let's go ahead and get your oracle card, and then we'll get to your tarot. This is for Aquarius. I only want one, and there is 3 here. I'm just trying to get one overall oracle card. There we go. Talent. That's very fitting for Aquarius. Beautiful card. All right. Let's get to your tarot cards. Death card in reverse. Conflict, 5 of Wands under the deck there. I'm not going to jump the gun here. I'm going to keep going with what I said. So, Chariot. Ace of Wands. Get the past. All right. And current situation. And the future. waiting, waiting. All right, let's get the advice, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this reading together for you. Ooh. And what is under the deck? Ace of Swords. So the advice is survival. Let me see here. I guess we need to kind of figure out what the... So a cycle has recently ended. Something has recently ended, but then we're in this about something is delayed on being ended, and then we have this willpower trying to get there. Things are still rocky, but there is a possibility with a second chance at something. However, it's going to be a slow process, or feeling like waiting and waiting. I feel like it's like an energy of trying to, like, a big cycle, like a 10-year cycle or something that takes a long time. This is your recent past, has you've graduated whatever that was. You've finished this cycle, you've learned what you needed to learn, and now you're on to the next. However, it's almost like you're trying to skip that. You're trying to skip the next level and jump more, or hanging on to the past, refusing to let that die. The energy is good. We have, the heart of your reading is this Death card in reverse. We have the Chariot. And this is where, after a long, hard time, like you're really working on what you need to work on and balancing your head and your heart. And, the sphinxes, or, sometimes it's horses. There's always one kind of going one way and one going another way. And it's supposed to represent like your head and your heart, or yin and yang, like you're supposed to be not having this internal struggle. It's where you're holding the reins and you're in charge. And so that looks good. Judgment is always good, because we're raising our vibration. We're kind of having this awakening and realizing, we might have another shot at something that we didn't do so great the first time around. But then that come out with the Six of Swords, which came out in reverse. And sixes are kind of like the best in tarot. So having that in reverse isn't the greatest, because this might be like a second chance, but it's going to be rocky. Or, okay. So with the Death card in reverse, I feel like a cycle has ended for you. And I don't think you're wanting it to. Maybe it's outgrown you, or you've outgrown this part of your life. Like there's supposed to be something new happening for you. Your purpose is something different now. Maybe it's a different talent. Maybe it's, saying goodbye to your talent. Maybe you're holding on to something that needs to there's new things coming for you and that you've outgrown that. Because this is about your calling and your purpose. So it's almost like you're not hearing that because you're trying to go backwards. You're not wanting that cycle to be done. And that just basically, this card is talking about, you planted the seeds and you're doing the work, and this is a long process of just wanting to pick your fruits. I want it already. So I don't know if it's like a talent where, like let's say somebody's talented at the guitar and they're playing and they're thinking they're going to be famous, and they keep going and they keep going, but they never get to pick the fruits. That's kind of, if I'm putting the talent together with, some of these cards that, however, the only conflicting thing that's not really matching up with that story is the fact that the Chariot is here. I mean, that maybe that's determination and willpower. Like, I need to make this work, even though the cycle is completed. So you have the willpower, but it's the current is going against you. This is when this is upright. We have, we're leaving the rough waters. It's calm over here. It's rough over here. It's almost like you're entering back into rocky waters. It's not going to be the greatest outcome if we're trying to go backwards or hold on to something that is supposed to close out for us. You're not going to be able to pick the fruits is your future card. And then the advice is, this is a card of winning at all costs. Who's it going to hurt? There is no true winner. It's a 5. Fives are definitely uncomfortable. And then this is the wounded warrior, where you're kind of coming with this, we're going to be jaded and we're going to have our walls up and we're just going to get it no matter what, at what cost type of thing. So I don't know if the advice is saying, that's the only way you would get it or to not do that. Under the deck, kind of underneath everything, or what you're not seeing, is the Ace of Swords. And this is like the sword of truth. When we get the ace, as you can see, the laurel here is what is around the world card. That's the wreath of laurel. And it's a graduation card. It's, you've learned what you needed to learn in this phase, and now we're going to go on to a higher level. We're going to go on to something better, and keep climbing, And when we get this, we've not only graduated, we're going, this is kind of like a hand of the divine handing this to us, and we're getting a download. So these little things are like a download of truth, an aha moment, learning what we, seeing what we need to see. So what underneath everything, or what you're not seeing, is the truth, or what you're needing to see, I feel. I want to clarify, obviously, maybe this whole thing. Oh, goodness. I was kind of being pulled to this deck before I started, so I'm going to go ahead with this one, and we'll clarify this reading. Oh, all right. Not really sure why I'm doing that, because I am going to still shuffle as one comes out. So I think I am going to clarify each row like I have been. So let me clarify the first column, the moon. And there's those, these are the same downloads. It's not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. They're Hebrew, they're called yods. I need to relook this up because I keep using it and I'm not sure. So basically in the moon card, that you're when you're in that, you're getting a download. Facing your fears, that type of thing. I feel like this could be, I'm wanting to go back. I want to stay in this. I don't want this cycle to complete. I'm, fearful of what's next. Let's see, what do we have here? And there's the Wounded Warrior under the deck. This same card that's over here. Like, I've worked so hard that, I've put in so much, and I've maybe sacrificed too much, so I can't give up now. That fear of, maybe you're not giving up. Maybe it's, divine timing, where it's time to close that chapter, because what is meant for you, meaning the Judgment card, your calling, needs to come in. So let's go ahead and clarify the middle column. Queen of Pentacles. So this is an earth energy. It can represent someone in your life that is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Very grounded. She is usually like the working mother energy. She takes care of everyone around her. Let me see what's under the deck. Two of Wands. So this is being at a crossroad. He's got the world in his hand, and he is contemplating, looking at, do I go on to the next, or do I stay on this path, so to speak? I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles energy, that's saying, in a sense, instead of being selfish, she would not be. She would choose what's best for the family, so to speak, what's best for the greater good. So I feel like that's kind of what that's saying here. The death in reverse, that's kind of delaying the inevitable. Something is supposed to, divine timing, supposed to close out, so something new can come in. So by just hanging on to the past, it's not. You're just never going to get to pick those fruits. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the third column for you. I just looked at the time and it said 1919, so I don't know if 19 is we were at 19 minutes, 19 seconds. If 19 means anything to you. There's more than 3, so I don't take them. Let me clarify this third column here. We are Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely beautiful. So we've got an Ace of Swords and now an Ace of Pentacles. So this is new, something coming in. The arches mean, you know, like a whole new pathway, something new coming. It can represent a new home, you know, a new car, new job, new career, moving. It's another divine handing something, this divine timing. It's this new thing that's coming in. So let's see what's under the deck. Ah, the Six of Cups. This is so beautiful. This is actually the card that caught my eye when I was lifting up this deck. I was like splitting the deck, and this is one of the cards when I was preparing for your reading. It says pleasure here. The sixes are wonderful. That's why I really don't like that this one's in reverse. The sixes bring in balance. This is basically a balanced heart chakra. It can talk about childhood nostalgia, things of that, healing our inner child. And maybe this is something that you're hanging on to because it is something to do with your childhood, you know, like maybe the parent taught you the talent and you don't want to give that up because the parent's no longer around. And, you know, and no one says that you have to give up the talent, so to speak. It can become a hobby instead of being forced to be a career. If that is, you know, I'm going with the talent card here. Let's see. So healing the wounded warrior, healing that inner child is the advice. So yeah, the advice isn't telling you to just take it at all costs. This is telling you to grab the new, to heal the inner child, to let this go, to you know, as you can see, this is a 5. It's a very not great card. You know, we've got dark clouds. There was a battle here. These guys lost. You know, this is a 6. I feel like by healing the wounded warrior, so to speak, the inner child, you will, and then accepting maybe that chapter has closed. This is when this you know, like this card looks like it's like there's like a going on with the light and all of this coming in, like, you know, a gift from the heavens coming in for you, this new wonderful opportunity, you know. And that is going to heal your heart even better as far as bringing balance and all of that. So let's see. Where are we at? All right. I was just at 23, 33. I want to see what's under this. Ooh. Harmonious change is under the 6. So this is the card literally of I'm juggling this and that. I'm holding two things, or, you know, like I need to set this down. I need to let this die. I need to set this pentacle down and just grab this one. Just hold this one. So maybe that's the thing too. Maybe you have, maybe you're really good at this and you're really good at this. So maybe you're really good at dancing, but you also love to sing, and you're trying to kind of do both, but you can't put everything into both. So you have to set it down and choose the one that's your truth. Choose the one that is, you know, you know, that brings you that balanced heart chakra. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so very much, and I will catch you in my next one.